And we take some nails.
Notice how he said lined up with the edge, because that's Rob Vila, everybody, and he knows.
And
he knows.
There are special nails. They are called roofing nails and a hammer.
Roof.
I don't know, Rob Vila.
So you put your roofing nail, there's a thing called a tar line. You put it right there. That way, whenever you drive it in there, it seals the hole.
Did you say tar line?
Tar line.
Okay, it's called a tar line, everyone. Tar line.
Yes, you got the nails in, so you got the nails in. So then you take your next shingle and you line it up.
Wait, just a second. Wait a second. This is the Palmer Mount Peterson show.
But I gotta say,
And we need more power. We don't need less power. This is not the raw boring Beaver show. Oh.
What is that?
You need to get that clamp off your nose.
Yeah.
There's a clamp up my nose. I pushed the button and it's tighter.
Well, you were pushing the wrong button.
There's two levers. There's a smaller lever to release.
Oh.
A larger lever to
Hey,
tighten.
Ron, can you get my hammer?
I'm gonna go ahead
Name's
and
not Rob.
I'm gonna go ahead and nail this
Hey,
next one.
hey.
What?
What do we call this show?
Paul, I don't think that's the right kind of hammer for this particular project.
I agree with Bill here. That's not a good idea.
This is the one-hit wonder.
Okay.
You don't have to keep hitting your nail. You hit it once, it's in. It's done.
Oh, I'm gonna. Well, you bounce it out.
Oh, well.
There's more on the bench there if you'd like to try.
Oh, yeah, let me try one more. I got it.
Maybe you should try it, a little bit further, maybe.
Okay.
Get it in there, one fell swoop.
Yeah, one. That was a one-hit wonder.
Alright, get it ready.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hit it this time.
Okay.
What's wrong?
That's
Oh! Whoa! Now it's definitely gonna leak.
Well, we have a few dribbles. Sorry, Bill. Sorry.
You're sorry? I told you not to use that. I told you.
Well,
yeah, I didn't think it was a good idea either.
but I wanted.
Rob Vila told you. Rob said, don't use the hammer.
But I wanted more power.
More power isn't the answer always.
I know somebody that has all the power.
Are you gonna tell me Rob Vila has all the power?
No, not Rob Vila. God is the most powerful. And there's a story in the Bible that you guys may or may not have heard about. It's about this group of friends that had a friend that was paralyzed. And they took him to see Jesus. But when they got there, the room was so packed full of people, they could not get in. So they climbed up on the roof.
Why did they go up on the roof?
Well, they thought if they got up on the roof, that was the best way to get in to see Jesus.
Oh, wait a second. Did they have to cut back the shingles and and unscrew the plywood, or did they just use a big hammer?
No, they didn't just use a big hammer. But back then, they didn't have shingles and plywood and tar paper and nails. What they had was brush or branches and leaves on their roof, and then there was rock tiles underneath that. So they got on the roof, pulled some of the brush back, took off some of the rock tiles, and they lowered their friend down through the hole to where Jesus was. But you know what stood out to Jesus more than anything about that group of friends?
Probably their creativity, their ingenuity, and how they were able to figure out how to solve a problem on a moment's notice, just like you, Rob Vila.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know that I would use big words like ingenuity. I'm not sure if Paul knows or understands what ingenuity means.
No. What stood out to Jesus was their strength. They were able to lower him down without dropping him. That took a lot of power.
No, I mean, he might have been a little bit impressed with that, but the thing that he was impressed about was their faith in him and their trust in God's power. So Jesus healed their friend, and Jesus told their friend, he says, pick up your mat and walk. So the guy stood up and was able to walk. And he was completely healed from that day on.
Completely healed?
Completely healed.
Wow. Once again, you don't disappoint, Rob Vila.
I try to impress wherever I can.
You gave us information about the Bible, about God's power, as well as information about how to properly shingle your roof. You're awesome.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
So the
so
next
much.
time you guys hear more power, I want you to think of God's amazing power.
I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, is that all for our show today?
No. We still need to show the audience how to screw in the plywood to the 2x4s.
With the crooked piece of plywood?
Well, what else did you do with the other plywood?
You broke it!
Yeah,
Broke the
remember,
other
you
piece
could
of
use
plywood, Paul, you
more
broke it.
power.
You didn't even care about it.
There you go.
Here, we can do this. Here, can I help? Can I show you how to do this the proper way?
Sure, if you the proper way.
Okay. Oh, somebody didn't cut this. Who cut that?
He did.
It's not cut very straight because what you need to do is make sure that your edge of your board lines up on the T4 so you can catch it when you screw it.
Are you listening to him, Paul?
But
Rob
there's-
Vila telling you how to do
The
this. right
2x4
away.
is straight. That's not straight. But I'll do my best to demonstrate how to do this the proper way.
Thank
So
you, Rob Vila.
You take your drill and some screws here. Take some screws.
Rob Vila touched our drill.
You take your screw and you get it started here on the 2x4. Make sure you line it up above the 2x4 because you want it to go through the plywood into the 2x4 so
Yeah,
that
it's
it's
important.
fastened
Line
and
it up.
attached. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, then you just
You
run
hear that,
that down like
everybody?
that.
It's important
Under
to
there.
line it up over the 2x4.
Yeah. So now you have attached that to the 2x4.
Hey!
See, look. I can just hold on to the plywood and the 2x4 stays right there. See? Alright, that's how you do that.
Rob.
Yes.
Rob. This is not the Rob Boring Show. This is the. Alright, let's make this a little more interesting.
Now just remember, you gotta line up the screws on the 2 because otherwise it won't be attached and you'll waste screws. Just make sure you get that.
Come on. I'm professional. I got it. Hey, can you keep quiet?
Oh,
Yeah. I need somebody to keep quiet. I'm gonna put 3 screws in here because that looks like there's only room for
There's
3.
no reason to be in a hurry or speed drill or anything with this.
That's right. It's not a speed contest here.
There's on like Donkey Kong.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stand more over here out of the way.
ready? Go.
Oh, are you getting these lined up?
Well,
There we are.
I do have to say, Paul, that was pretty fast. That's kind of impressive. But
Paul, rule number 1 that Rob Vila gave us was to make sure that you line your screws up over the 2x4s. Did you do that?
Hey, does a dog bark?
I don't know. That's. Oh, wow. Not, the still here should be attached to that.
Is that a regulation 2x4?
Of course it's a regulation 2x4.
Looks a little small to me.
Looks like regulation to me. Henry's the one that
Henry's is
got
a
it.
regulation 2x4?
Yeah, it looks like regulation to me. I'm sorry.
That's.
Calling this a city.
Now I do notice that one screw did actually get put into the plywood, and that was the one that my best friend, Rob Vila, he put in. He put it right.
That's it. That is it. I've had it with your love fest of Rob Vila. How great Rob Vila. It's on. I challenge Rob Vila to a construction battle, a construction race next week, right here. Mano y Vilo. And it is on. I'm going to wipe the floor with you.
You know what?
It's going to be over before it's done.
You know what?
You guys like to see that next week?
I accept your challenge, Paul Peterson. Prepare yourself for next week.
This is
Thanks for watching.
sort of like a Pee-wee football contest. Pee-wee football against Super Bowl champions.
I would be the Super Bowl champion.
Exactly, because you're Rob Vila.
Alright, so I am.
This is more power. I'm Paul More Power Peterson, my assistant. Bill, I'm scared of unicorns. Please me.
Hey, leave me alone. Bye, everybody. I'm coming.
See you guys next week.